Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Books and Boarding Passes. If you're new here, my name is Taylor and today I'm going to be doing the Real Talk tag. Stay tuned to the end of this video when I will be announcing the rules for my giveaway of a very popular, awesome book. Stay tuned. Super cute today. I was tagged to do this video by the lovely, beautiful, and awesome Anna. I will definitely be putting all of her links down in the description to her YouTube and Twitter. That's where I interact with her most, and her Instagram. So I'm just gonna dive right into this. I only watched her video just because I didn't want to hear too many people's reactions before I filmed mine. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. And I will be reading these off my phone. First question is, what's something nobody told you about BookTube before you started your channel? No one told me anything before I started my channel because when I started my channel, I didn't have any friends or anything that were on BookTube, and I didn't have any BookTube friends. So, I wasn't told anything before I started BookTube. So, yeah. Number 2, what is your opinion on typical BookTube videos, wrap-ups, TBRs, and hauls? Okay, I'm going to take this kind of in 3 different parts. Wrap-ups, I think, are great. I wish I did more of them. I just don't read enough books to justify doing wrap-ups, in my opinion. I might only read like 2 books in a month, so I feel like wrap-ups would be kind of pointless. TBRs, I feel like are pointless for me because the one surefire way to make sure I don't read a book is put it on a TBR. The last one I did was for the BookTube games, and I think I read 1 book off my TBR. That's it. So I do not do TBRs anymore, and I don't really watch anybody else's either because I don't mean to like sound so blunt about it or whatever, but I don't care about what you're going to read. I care about what you've read or are currently reading. So I'm not a big fan of TBRs. And the last one is hauls. I feel like hauls have kind of gone out of style, for lack of better terms, and that is because so many people are renting books and things like that now instead of buying, and so the hauls I've seen have gone down a lot. Also, hauls are kind of like TBRs. You're just showing books that you've purchased but you haven't read any of those books yet, and so unless they're books that aren't really talked about on BookTube and you can give some insight to them and maybe present them to people that wouldn't have normally found out about them, I think that is great. But most hauls that I see are just like a whole bunch of books that we see on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube all the time. So I already know the synopsis of them. I'm more interested in what your opinion is after you've read the book. Number 3, what is an assumption you had about BookTube before you joined, and was it proven to be correct or not? My assumption about BookTube before I joined was that everyone that was on BookTube was like formally educated in literature, and that was really intimidating for me. And that's kind of the reason I joined BookTube, is because I felt like at the time there was a lot of analysis going on and not a lot of just conversations going on, and that's like no tea, no shade. I love the analysis part of it, but I wanted something that more resembled when I have a conversation like with my best friend, my mom, my sister, something like that about books. I wanted something more like that because I'm one of those people, when I'm watching a video, like I talk to the screen, like I'm talking to the person and they can hear me, which clearly they can't. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the table. At this point, there's such an array of different types of booktubers that have different styles, and like, I'm not very analytical in my opinion, but there are people that are, and I think that's important, and so you get a good variety. So I feel like I was kind of proven right and over time proven wrong at the same time. Number 4, what is something that you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? Just be a part of the community. Obviously, as you can see, my audience is super small. I barely have over 100 subscribers, which I'm totally fine with. I have trouble interacting, and ironically, the person that tagged me in this, Anna, can attest to this. I'm like pop in, leave a comment on Twitter or a message, and then like disappear for 2 weeks. I'm horrible at communication for as much as I talk. You wouldn't think that, but I get overwhelmed by the amount of content that's on YouTube and Twitter, and I feel like I start missing out. And books aren't my life. I currently am trying to write also, and so it's like almost like a completely different community. There is overlap, but I just get overwhelmed in those two things, and I'm an ultimate fangirl when it comes to music, so it's a lot for me to keep up with. But I do think that the more that I joined in the community and had conversations with people and really just reached out, because I really was scared to reach out at first and just talk to people because they would think it's weird. I don't think it's weird. I'm somebody that I'll talk to the people in the elevator, on the street, whatever. Obviously, as y'all can tell, I will talk to a tree as long as it doesn't move away from me. So I definitely think that that helped build my audience. I also like will post my videos and announce them, but like I feel like if I overshare them, like, hey, watch my video, it's very like infomercially. I don't know, I just feel like I'm like pushing my content on people and they don't want to watch it. So I feel like I probably don't push it as much as I should and share it enough as I should, but I just get kind of uncomfortable with that. Number 5, what is a common mistake you see new booktubers making and one that you made? Okay, I don't see other people doing this necessarily because it's something that they don't do. Doing the newbie tag. I didn't do the newbie tag at all because I did not know it was a thing. Then by the time I did it, I did the not so newbie tag because it was like a year later. And so I think that if you are watching this and you are new to BookTube, or if you're not, do the newbie tag. I did not realize how many people look for new booktubers with that tag. So that was a huge mistake I made. And if you're making the same mistake or have made the same mistake, try to correct it as much as possible. I tried to correct it. I don't know how much it helped, but there's that. Number 6, what are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? Get that coin. If you, this is for real, this is like, you can unsubscribe if you're gonna hate on this opinion, because I will die on this hill. If you hate on your favorite booktubers or whatever for doing sponsorships, that's whack. Like, all of us would love to probably do this and be able to pay our bills. So if you're like downing somebody for getting paid to review books, something that we love to do, I just feel like that's really whack. I don't know of anybody that's changed their opinion because it was sponsored. I feel like everybody on BookTube is pretty decently honest. And so I can see why somebody would have a problem with that per se, but like, I'm all about it. And if anybody's watching this and wants to sponsor me or do some kind of partnership or whatever, holla at your girl. I'm here for it. Bring it on. I got an MBA. I'm about that business. All right, number 7. Do you think BookTube is dying? I don't think it's dying. I think it's plateauing out. There's people like me, I think I'm in this group, that have oversaturated the market. I get businessy on y'all, sorry. I think the market is oversaturated, and I think that the amount of content has become overwhelming, especially for these genres that BookTube is based off of. I really do wish that BookTube would become more diverse in every single type of way, clearly. Not only with the type of booktubers, because y'all see enough of this all the time. This is what BookTube looks like, as we all know. Also, I feel like there's very few genres that are talked about on BookTube, and so pretty much if you're not into fantasy or YA, there's no books for you to watch. And so I think that will keep the longevity of BookTube is diversification. And hopefully that happens. And the way, if you're watching this, to help support that is support diversity in the BookTube community. I know that I need to do a better job of it, because we need to be reading diverse authors, diverse stories, supporting diverse booktubers, and then also supporting booktubers that are reading books and reviewing books that aren't in the popular genres. Sorry, went on a rant there for a second. I will tag all my friends down below. I'll also tag them on Twitter to do this tag. All right, now for the moment you've all probably been waiting for, because Why wouldn't you be? I will be giving away Holly Black's The Wicked King. This is the US edition to my knowledge. It is hardcover, as you can see, brand new. I've not read this at all. I just know that this is really popular, and I actually ended up with 2 copies, so I wanted to give one of these away to y'all. All you have to do is comment down below and let me know what book you think I should read next. I've been in a book slump, so I would greatly appreciate it. And then also like this video. That will enter you in, and I will be running this for 2 weeks. And so 2 weeks from today, which is, hold on. This is being posted on the 25th, so on May 9th, I will end the contest and then announce the winner. I will ship this pretty much just about anywhere. All you have to do is comment down below, let me know what book you recommend that I read next, and then also like this video. So that is it for today. All my links for my other social media will be down in the description. My Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and some other fun stuff. And then also, before you leave, I would greatly appreciate if you would subscribe, so that way you know I have some other giveaways coming up. I know that I've already done one, which I was so excited about. The winner was a great, awesome booktuber, and so I gave away a Barnes & Noble gift card. I will be doing that again soon, and also be giving away a signed copy of a Cassandra Clare. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead and subscribe down below so you can know when I post that. And that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to do what you dig. Bye.